It's called 7 Day for a reason. We don't take no days off. Christmas is no different. Since we winding down to the end of the year, I figured I'm going to give y'all my top 5 rappers of all time. I'm 7 Day. Hit that notification bell. Hit that subscribe button. We got memberships now if you want to be a day one. Let's go.
You tuned into the 7 Day Theory. Hard body, hard spirit.
What up, y'all? You tuned into the 7 Day Theory. Hard body, hard spirit. Check this. Top 5 rappers of all time. This is a perfect opportunity. It's winding down. We almost toward to the end of the year. It's a perfect time to do the top 5 list. We're going to work our way from number 5 to number 1. You know, we're going to say the best for last. But at number 5, coming in at number 5, and I'm not going to lie, a lot of y'all probably don't got him on y'all list. You probably don't got him. But this guy is still working. He's still making music. He's been in the game a long time. A minute. At number 5, we got Jim Jones, the capo himself. This guy, if y'all wasn't around for 106 in Park, I was a teenager when that came out. When Ballin' came out, that was viral before viral. That song was a mega smash hit throughout the whole country, probably overseas too. Everybody was doing the little Ballin' dance move. It was a whole wave, right? His first album, I was hooked. Ever since I heard that on my way to church, when I heard that, I would come home from school, put my little video games on, put the CD in the little CD player, push play. I let it rock, dude. I wouldn't skip nothing. And then when it was over, I let it repeat again. Jim Jones, I like authenticity in my music. I like realness. And to me, Jim Jones screams authenticity, screams real, right? He has that Harlem, that hustler mentality. That's what he was really pushing. And really a product of his environment. I think he even has an album called POM, Product of My Environment, which is a good album as well. In the Summer with Miami, that album, another classic. His first 3 albums I feel like were classic, but 1 and 2 definitely my favorite by far. But he is still in the game. He's still making music. He gave us Diplomatic Immunity, Diplomats. He gave us Max B. He's the one who discovered and put on Max B. And Max B is a legend as well on his own. But Jim Jones gave us that. And look, he was for the light-skinned brothers. He was doing it. He was doing it. Jim Jones was doing it for the light-skinned niggas, right? But he was a jack of all trades. Like, he really was a hustler. He started out with Cameron, right? Him and Cameron were cool. At first he started out just like setting up he knows how to set up studios, know how to run the equipment, knows how to run microphones, all that. And then he went to even directing his own videos, to where the label wouldn't have to pay, or he would pocket the money the label gave him for like a director or whatever for his music videos, and he would shoot his own music videos. Very talented brother, very talented, very smart brother. He really stayed away. He got in a little bit of trouble, and he had a couple accusations of snitching, but he really stayed away from the real big controversial shit. He really ain't got no smut on his jacket for real. He got that little snitching allegation, but that was never proven. So Jim Jones, to me, one of the realest, one of the rawest, just a hustler, his whole mentality. And look, I like artists that not only can make good songs, right? Because some artists just make good songs and that's it. But I like artists that really push a whole lifestyle, and that's what Jim Jones did. Jim Jones was pushing a whole lifestyle. He really, and even now, he's got the whole vamp life. His the trends that he set. How people dressing today, Jim Jones started that shit. How people are still dressing today, Jim Jones was pushing that line. He really set the trends on fashion in hip hop and in America and in urban America for his whole style, just everything. I fuck with Jim Jones, man. I think he's a real talented brother, real intelligent brother, still doing his thing and at an older age. and he's working with younger artists too. So I got to give it up. Number 5, Jim Jones, hands down, legend. Now coming in at number 4. Now this was hard for me. I didn't know whether to put him at number 3 or number 4. I was going back and forth, but number 4, Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne is number 4. Now Lil Wayne, when I was a young kid, probably not even a teenager, when Back That Ass Up came out. And this young man, he wasn't even, I think he was a teenager when he did this. When Juvenile put that song out, and Juvenile was hot as hell. He was scorching hot. He had his first hit single in that video he had. And then he came back with Back That Ass Up. But Lil Wayne really stole the show in that video and in that song. And he didn't even have a verse. He just came on when he came on at the end, wobbity, 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 wobbity. When I heard his voice is so distinctive, and he had such a different style that everybody paid attention to when he was on the mic. And he didn't even have a verse in that song, and he stole the song. His whole style, that's another artist who really was pushing a whole lifestyle. And really, he's really like, and he was really pushing lines as far as like what you can do in music and what's cool in music, right? Because after he did the Carter 1, Carter 2, Carter 3, Carter 4, I think after the Carter 3 or 4, he started doing the whole skateboard thing, taught himself how to play skateboard, was pushing that line, came out with the Truck Fit brand. That was popping. To me, Lil Wayne has probably 3 classic albums, but he has a whole bunch of classic mixtapes. I mean, this man, he might have been the hardest working man in the business for real. Because every hit, he would put out these mixtapes, and he would rap on everybody's song, on the top beat, the trending beat or the trending song of the moment, and he would kill it. He would make it better than the original song. So he got classic mixtapes, but Carter 1, Carter 2, Carter 3. My hands down classics. Carter 1 and Carter 2 are my favorite. I can listen to them anytime, anywhere, not skip one song. But even before that, the 500 Degrees, which was a diss tour, because Juvenile had left Cash Money, and Juvenile's first album was with Cash Money was 400 Degrees. So the album name was an Easter egg and a diss towards Juvenile, because he had left Cash Money. He stayed down. Him and Baby had this thing where he didn't get paid. They done made up. Baby even, I don't know if it was Baby or Young Thug, had somebody shoot at his bus, and he still made up. It just shows his character that, like, look, you was beefing with somebody, they shot at you, and he still made it cool with Baby, and someone who he considers his father, even though it's not his biological father. So it was kind of rough seeing them go through that, because they had a whole album together. And then not even to mention that, they had the Like Father Like Son album. Like Father Like Son album was raw as fuck. Stunting Like My Daddy, all right? Raw song, raw video. And he was really and he's a true performer. If you ever seen Lil Wayne live, I've seen him do like award shows and concerts, not live but on TV, and he is a performer. He knows his craft, and he is hip hop. I feel like if hip hop was a person, it'd be Lil Wayne, right? Because he just knows the ins, he knows the history, he just knows and breathes hip hop, right? And he's another one that was really pushing a lifestyle. But see, I like a lot of artists that I can go and listen to their interviews and get something from it, and get a message or get motivated from it. Lil Wayne was a little different. He really didn't do a whole lot of interviews. He really didn't have a whole lot to say, but in his music, he definitely did. And he got songs for damn near every type of mood, every type of occasion. Lil Wayne, Carter 1, Carter 2. That Carter 1, when I heard that, it changed my life. I'm not going to hold you. That shit changed my life when I heard the Carter 1. Another one that sets trends for the whole country to follow. So yeah, Lil Wayne, number 4. Number 3, coming in, number 3. JayZ. JayZ is number 3 on the list, and I was going in my head whether I was gonna make it. It's kind of a tie, but I put JayZ above Lil Wayne only because recently I'm still listening to a lot of JayZ shit as we speak. He made a song called that he made a song on the Blueprint 2, The Gift and the Curse, right? It was a double CD. He made a song on there called Meet the Parents. If y'all ever heard that song, if y'all know that song, y'all know what I'm talking about. If you know, you know. I grew up without a father. This song was, he told a story, and JayZ is a great storyteller. He told a story about this couple in the hood, this female in the hood, and how she got with this one guy. She had a kid by this one guy, but she wanted to be with this other guy, and she had a kid by him, and then so they split, and this kid grows up. He's on the block, and he meets this OG, and pretty much he doesn't know the OG is his father, and the OG kills him, right? And the message at the end, he says it. He literally says it at the end. He said niggas be a father. You're killing your son. Now in the song, he told a story about someone literally killing their son, but you can get what he's trying to say. Like, you got to be a father, and to me, being a father is the most important thing in the world. And at that time, I was a teenager when that came out, probably 17, and I grew up without a father. So this song means the world. It's like it touched my spirit, it touched my soul, and just the beat, how he said everything, how he told the story. I love it. JayZ, and then for the longevity, that had a lot to do with it too. He not only had the Carter 1, Carter 2, Sean Carter 1, 2, Life and Times of Sean Carter 1 and 2, but then he came with the Blueprint classic, Blueprint 2, another classic, and then he had like the Black Album and all that shit, and he retired for a little bit, came back, and that American Gangster album for the soundtrack, the album that he put out, another classic, and this is JayZ at like up beyond 40. And then he came with the 444. He came with the Blueprint 3. The Blueprint 3. He came out with that when he was older too. He just keeps doing it. Really, I feel like if he put out the album right now, it'll probably hit. Still. He really does this, and just his style and everything. How he doesn't write music. He's another one that doesn't do too many interviews. And look, and he had that classic beef, right, where everybody pretty much that was like must see TV back then. And when him and Nas was beefing, that's all everybody was talking about in my school. When Ether dropped, that shit went ham. And look, yeah, he did take an L in that, but I still listen to Takeover. I think Takeover is underrated diss, and I think it's a lot closer. The battle was a lot closer than people make it out. But that Ether, he came hard. That shit reminded me of Hit 'Em Up, and Hit 'Em Up is my favorite diss song ever. So but I still fuck with Takeover. And then JayZ, how many the features he had, and then he done bagged the hottest chick in the game, Beyonce. And he's a real businessman. You could tell he's a real smart individual. Another artist. That's 2 artists already from New York, on the list. We'll see if there's any more. We got 2 more to go. So yeah, JayZ is number 5. Number 2 on the list, Kanye West, Yeezy, Ye. This man, and this is why I love hip hop and why I love getting to know artists, and really I love artists with something to say. Kanye West is the epitome, the epicenter of that. He always got something to say. He always has an opinion, has a take, and it's always usually different. See, I like out of the box thinkers. I like people that can think and really they have their way of thinking is not normal, and they can see things that other people can't see. Kanye West is one of them. I'm telling you, when he changed the game. Before Kanye West dropped, it was all about gangster music. 50 Cent was popping. It was all gangster tough music. And here come Kanye West with through the wire. When I heard that song, I almost blew my fuck. I lost my shit. It just spoke to me. Just the beat, the how he talked on it, everything. He makes inspiring music. He makes motivational music. I think when I showed that song to my friend at the time, he was like, "What?" Like he like didn't even care about it, right? And I'm like, man, I'm showing it to him like this is the greatest song ever right now, nigga. What? You don't give a fuck about this? Through the Wire. I love that. I still listen to that today. And he just and then so Kanye West is 2, JayZ is 3. They both had a really really great album with Watch the Throne, amazing. George Bush does not care about black people. That moment, that was before shit went viral. That was viral. And really, and why it went viral is because Kanye West has an innate ability to speak the truth, to say what are on people's minds that people won't say. He'll say it. And that's how the country felt at that moment. Katrina had just hit. There was no help coming. They wasn't helping anybody in New Orleans. And Kanye West got up there and he was supposed to read from a teleprompter. And Mike Myers was beside him. He looked at him like, what the fuck did he just say? Yeah, George Bush does not care about black people. And that's how the fucking country felt. At least black people did. And especially people in New Orleans. And Kanye West said it. Shout out to Kanye West, man. But the Yeezy album, the College Dropout, Dark Twisted Fantasy, classics, College Dropout, Graduation. So yeah, the College Dropout and the Graduation. 2 of my favorite albums from Kanye West. Wake up, Mr. West, Mr. West. Good morning. I love that song. Kanye West, and he's still dropping shit. He did a whole gospel. He had a whole gospel album, which is raw. The album that he just put out, the number 2, the album that's named after his mom, fire. Yeah, Kanye West, number 2. Number 1, and y'all probably, if y'all know me, if y'all know anything about me, y'all know who I'm gonna say. Tupac Shakur, Machiavelli, the Don Illuminati. This man not only like they got murals of Tupac. They got murals of Tupac in he's got. There's no other rapper or another person that has more murals than him across the world. In Africa, in South America, they have murals of Tupac, and they use his songs and his image as like whenever like tribes or people are rebelling against the oppression, they use him as a symbol and his music as motivation to overcome oppression. And that's really what he even said this in an interview. His music was about the people that are being oppressed and overcoming oppression. So the only people that had to be worried about, because they were asking him they thought he was making songs about shooting cops or just like doing shit like that, and he's like, no, my music is all about overcoming oppression. So the only people that got to be worried is people that are oppressing people, right? So if you're not oppressing, and nobody should be oppressed. So Tupac, man, I've took so many lessons. Like I said, I didn't have a father. I learned a lot just from listening to Tupac's music and listening to him speak. He's probably the most watched person that I've watched and like listened, talked to in interviews and just different clips. I've watched every Tupac documentary. I've watched every Tupac interview. And every time he speaks, this man drops jewels. This man drops gems. He was way ahead of his time. I'm sad that he lost his life at 25. He did all this before 25. To me, there will never be, and I've been watching since he's been gone. There has never been another rapper or another artist, period, fuck rap, in any genre that was like Tupac. Anything he did, he said, you believed it. When he was screaming thug life, right? Not because he wanted to rob people and do all this shit. He said he tatted that on his stomach because he came from the gutter. He came from he was poor growing up. His mom was addicted to crack. He talks about this in Dear Mama. He came from the gutter and he made it up out of that. He made it to the very top of successful heights in the music industry, and not only the music business industry. Hollywood, the movie industry. This man was a great actor. Like Juice, that's still, people still watch Juice today. Poetic Justice. He conveyed realness. He conveyed authenticity. And for y'all that don't know, the 7 Day Theory, that's another Easter egg of a meaning to my name, to my channel's name, right? Is because that Machiavelli, that album, is called the Machiavelli, the Don Illuminati, the 7 Day Theory. That inspired me to make my name, and it's a little Easter egg to Tupac, because I really studied this dude. I really studied this man. I believe he had a lot of wisdom. He was raised by around the Panthers, or raised by a Black Panther that beat the system, had charges against her. She beat the case. Just so much. He was the first rapper to do a double CD. He was really pushing the line of pro-black, pushing black is really getting people to think, and really getting them out of the mindset that black is bad or wrong. He was really pushing black. No, black is beautiful. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Fuck what they was talking about. They're all the people that was in America that was trying to get us and trying to push the image and of us being stupid and ignorant and dumb and all that bullshit. No, we're intelligent. We did things. We invented things. We're overcomers. We're perseverers, right? We persevere. And he was really pushing that line. And his when he first started out, his first 3 albums was really conscious. Talking about police brutality, oppression, racism, right? Tupacalypse Now, Strictly for My Niggas. That's what he was pushing. And he's also, this is the third rapper on the list that is from New York. And for y'all that don't know, his first rapper name was gonna be, he called himself MC New York, right? And it's funny that he was gonna call himself MC New York, and then he ended up going to LA and pretty much going against the whole East Coast, even though it wasn't all about beefing with the East Coast. It was certain artists, right? And he had he dropped the most legendary diss ever, Hit 'Em Up. To me, that's the top diss ever in rap. There's no debate, for real. And then All Eyes on Me, classic double CD, a double CD where you can just play all the way through. His thought patterns, the interview that I point to that is one of the most inspiring is when he says, "I might not change the world, right? Even though he's trying to, but I guarantee that I will spark the brain that will change the world." And really, that's what we need to think about, and that's what I feel like that's what we need to do. We need to take his words and go to the next level with it and really try to change the world. Because we might not be the ones, but we might teach the ones that will change the world. And that's what I'm trying to do. Because Tupac inspired me to do what I do and to be the person that I am unapologetically, because he was unapologetically him. So I stopped letting the world change me, and I'm trying to change the world every day. So yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think. Top 5, Jim Jones, Lil Wayne, JayZ, Kanye West, Tupac Shakur, Machiavelli. Y'all letting me know in the comments, what are y'all top 5 rappers of all time? Let me know in the comments. And do y'all got any of the same artists that I got in my top 5? Don't forget to like, share, hit that notification bell, hit that subscribe button. We going up. Just hit 1K. Thank you to everybody that subscribed, everybody that showed love. Truly, truly appreciate that. And it was just so fitting that I got 1K last night on Christmas Eve, late last night, got 1K. So I'm just grateful, man. It's an awesome Christmas gift to be able to reach so many people. Memberships. I just launched memberships. If y'all want to become a day one, a member, you get shout outs at the end of videos. Either I'll say your name or I'll write it on the screen at the end of videos. And you get custom emojis that I made myself, custom badges that I made myself. It's only $1.99 a month. So if you want to become a member, be a member. I just launched it yesterday. 7 day. I'm out.